Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love During Lockup, Season 6, Episode 29. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Ayanna and Jamal. So it's the day that she has to turn herself in, right? So her mom and grandma are both there to help her get herself together. Her grandmother is there to pick up the kids, and her mom is driving her to jail. See, when I was looking at this dynamic, I was like, okay, this is the reason why Ayanna is the way she is. Y'all are enabling her. She's spoiled as hell, and she thinks the world revolves around her. That's the problem. Okay? And Ayanna was told that she could bring her own clothes and toiletry to the jailhouse, okay? And she waits, y'all, until the day that it's time to go in to get these things done. See, your priorities all messed up. You too busy running behind Jamal. Like, why are you worried about him instead of worrying about getting your damn stuff together? So she's actually running late, and now she has to stop and be late her. They should have given you more time. As soon as you pulled through them gates, they should have said, you know what, it was 15, we're going to give you 30. We're going to give you 30. This is crazy. Now, she's supposed to be at the jail at 11 o'clock, y'all, and she's going into the store to get what she needs at 10:30. I have never heard of a jail where you can bring your own things. I think she going to a 2-week retreat, honey. This ain't gonna teach her nothing. She can be comfortable with things that are hers. She gonna be doing stuff that she ain't got no damn business doing. Like, nah, this ain't really doing nothing. So she gets back in the car. Here she go hollering at her mama. Drive off. Let's go. Stop talking. Let's go. You need to drive. Basically giving Rihanna, shut up and drive. Ma'am, go to hell expeditiously. I would have moved as slow as molasses. Do you hear me? As slow as the driver on Driving Miss Daisy. When I tell y'all, I would have been creeping down that damn street. Don't tell me to drive as fast as I can. Go. Don't look at me. Drive. Girl, what the hell wrong with you? So she's in a confessional talking about she's nervous because I'm not going to know anybody and I don't know how the girls are. Ayanna, this is not your first day at a new school, baby. It's jail. Okay? It's you being locked down. What you mean you don't know any of the girls in there? I hope damn not. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what she thinks when she says things. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know any of the girls in there. I don't know how they're going to be. I cannot, honey. Moving forward. Paula tink. So on the way there, she's still worried about talking to that man. And she's sitting here talking about she gonna break the rules. She breaking the rules in her mind already. Talking about, we can't talk jail to jail, so we gonna need a middleman. And I'm a little bit nervous. So, you go to jail for breaking the rules. You go into jail late, breaking yet another rule. Only to sit and think about how to break another rule when you get in there for breaking the damn rules. Ayanna, you need some help. I don't know if you need Ayanna or who the hell you need, but you need some help. So they finally make it to the jail at 11:30. So her mom is, saying to her, okay, make sure you be good and all of this. But what made me cackle, that mama hell. The mama looked at her. She was dropping Ayanna off and she said, think about what you did while you're in your cell. Ma'am, please. Please. When I tell y'all I holler so loud. And Ayanna to my girl, bye. Baby, this is a fool. Shantae and False, formerly known as True. So she's back home and she's letting her kids know how everything went. And she's telling them that he lied to her and he's telling her and his mom 2 different things. And then she gets in a confessional and says, I don't know if he's been lying to me the whole time. And that's the thing. Ma'am, the lie unfolded right at the table before your very eyes. Now, y'all can say what y'all want, but I'm going to keep yelling conservatorship. Ma'am, he's been lying to you. His mama even said to you, do you think he's using you? Baby, when the mama say that, run. I have never been in a situation where the mama didn't warn me and she was damn right. I've had 2 situations where the mama was kind of hinting and giving me that, that elbow nudge. And I was just like, I love him. Byron. I was acting like I could not live without him, baby. That mama was trying to warn me. And the mama was trying to warn you. And the sister told you that he is not who you think that he is. And you're going to sit in this confessional and say, I don't really know if he lying to me or not. We're going to figure it out. Shantae, don't piss me off. So he called her, because that's what they do when they filming. And she was telling him that his family told her that she doesn't know the real him. Yes, they did. And you need to take heed to what they said. So he's claiming that she has nothing to worry about. He on the phone gassing her up, trying to distract her, talking about, I'm going to come in and pick you up and we going to do the deed and I'm going to lay you down and I'm going to put you to bed. And sir, we don't have time for that. We do not have damn time for that. Now, she was skinning and grinning, so I guess she bought it. But baby, it couldn't be me. Because as soon as he got to talking, I would have said, what do they mean that you are not who I think you are? See, one thing about me is I can't let stuff go. If I know some, see some, I'm going to say some. And her just letting this go on, So she said that she lets a lot slide with him because he was there for her when her family wasn't. So what went down was she was working at a hotel and she was essayed by a coworker. And as she was telling this story, I was just like, oh, Shantae, I completely feel for you. But baby, please don't let that allow you to accept less than you deserve. I'm so sorry that you experienced that. That had to be very traumatizing. But this man is another user. So she's hanging on to these words. But truth be told, a therapist could have told you the exact same things. Because she was like, he used to tell me, get up and get out there and do something positive. If I would tell him something negative happened, he would say, well, what about the positive of the day? Baby, BetterHelp can do the same thing. Shout out to BetterHelp, honey. BetterHelp. What y'all waiting on to sponsor me? Okay, I mentioned y'all in almost every review. What I got to do, honey, y'all hop over there on the Twitter, aka X, and tag BetterHelp and send them over this way, y'all. Moving forward. Candice and Andrew. Baby, Candice pissed me off. But Andrew, you should have known better. Let's get into it. So she's going to register as a felon. And Andrew is overly protective of her. He's trying to make sure she's okay. She's getting annoyed. He's petting her. Are you okay? Do you not want me to touch you? Is everything good? How's your mental health? Are you great? Like, he was really just trying. So she goes in once they get there. She comes back out rather quickly. And he's asking if she talked to her PO. Now she's telling him that she hasn't talked to the PO. And until she does, she's going to be uneasy. Ma'am, it's giving just another excuse. So he's asking how he can help her. She being all snappy. So then she said in the confessional, he's just worried about me too much because I'm a woman who can handle a lot. I bet you couldn't handle them damn bills if he were to leave you. You can handle a lot. Why you didn't handle getting yourself together once you got out? So they go and grab a bite to eat, right? And she's telling him, it's just too much too fast and she needs to take it slow and she doesn't want to feel obligated. So then she says, I just want to do it without help. I really just don't need help at this time. Candice, you are a trash can. You are a trash can. Andrew is not picking up what she is putting down. He's trying to talk her into loving him. Talking about, I know you've never had a healthy relationship. And she ain't going to start now. Since you know it, I hope you know that she ain't going to start now. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you. Andrew, I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Get yourself together. Okay? Get a hold of yourself. She's throwing every excuse out there to see what sticks. She doesn't want you. She doesn't like you, even a little bit. Candice is going to start being mean to him in a minute. Okay? And that probably still won't work. So I'm telling you right now, Andrew, get yourself together. Slick Rick and Samantha. So, of course, Ricardo is there to pick him up. Hey, Ricardo. He's there to pick him up to take Slick Rick to get married to Samantha. Now, she can leave and come and go as she pleases, but she only has 30 minutes down to the courthouse. Rick's little nerves are so shot, baby. He having heart palpitations. He don't know what to do. Rick, that should have been a sign for you to turn around. Skirt. You should have busted a U-turn. You should have turned around. So he got Ricardo as his best man. Aw. You know what? Their dynamic just screams spinoff. I would love to see them have their own show. So they get down to the courthouse. Samantha and Rick, they go inside and they get married. Ricardo, you a real one though. Because he even decorated the car for Rick and it said just married. I said, oh, Ricardo, you a good friend. We really do need that Ricky Ricardo spinoff. We really do. These people are in some lenient situations. Now she able to get married on her lunch break. I said, say what now? Now, really and truly, I do not think that Rick wanted to marry Samantha. I think he just does not want to grow old alone. That's what I think. Teenie and Rob. So she's at the house and Rob is watching these kids on this camera. That is so weird to me. Like, I don't care what anybody says that's weird, that's creepy. Don't be watching my kids on no damn camera. And I don't know what you're saying through that camera when I'm not watching. Absolutely not. So her daughter Cheyenne sat on the couch, right? And she was eating something. He's like, you know damn well you're not supposed to be eating on that couch. Sir, when you start following the rules, then I will as well. Baby, they better than me. Because she got right up off that couch. When I tell you, he better be glad they're not those kids from the 90s when I was growing up, honey. I'ma call your mama. Call my mama. I'ma tell your daddy. Tell your daddy, you so bad. I'm so bad. You just mad because you ain't my daddy. Baby, we had a song for everything. So it ain't no way that he would have made it back then with those kind of kids. But these kids are so sweet and respectful. Like, child, ugh. So Cheyenne gets in the confessional, her daughter, and she said she feels like she's being watched 24/7. Teenie, you should be ashamed of yourself, inflicting that kind of damage on these kids. Now, I understand rules, but I would not be listening to him through that blink camera. It just would never work for me. And I am sure that this is going to, be bad for them in the long run. Do you not understand how this is mentally going to affect them? So when they get their own homes, they're going to be wondering if somebody's watching them. Like, you are really inflicting damage. This is not cute or funny. So Teenie is mad that she didn't get a call from him last night. And he's telling her he had to put the phone up because the block was hot. Sound like you saying your final goodbyes to me. Because didn't you say that you were allowed to keep that phone because of your status? Okay, you said you were the big man on campus. So why are you not able to keep your phone? So she's like, okay, so are you getting rid of your phone or are you just putting it up? So then he says, well, yeah, I'm going to put it up so I don't get caught with it so I can hurry up and get out. Now he about to throw 17 years of evidence away and he ain't fooling me. He trying to do that so you won't find out what's in that phone. He ain't slick because why now? You've been watching me every day. Why can't you smuggle that phone out? It's looking like a lie. Now, she did say that if they get caught with any type of contraband or a cell phone, that they're going to have to finish the other 15% of their time. So instead of the 85%, he will have to do the complete 100. But I'm still not buying it. He said, I just can't believe that I'm actually married to my high school sweetheart because it's temptation in here. Like the women, they be drooling over me. He said he has had inmates tell him that they saw him kick out a guard and they like, man, take her in there. You've been in here 16 years. And he turns to them and says, nah, I'm married. Now, do I have boo boo the fool written on my forehead? I do not believe for 1 second that a man incarcerated 18 years is not taking up a woman's offer to have sex. Now, if you ain't getting it from her, you're getting it from somewhere. 18 whole years? Okay. I'm not buying nothing Rob is selling, including those shoes he like to sell on the outside. Rob, you a lie and the truth ain't in you. He caught her son, right, eating on the camera. He was eating his little Go-Gurt on the couch. And he's like, get up, give me 10 push-ups. Now, mind you, this is before they get dropped off at school. Child, I wish I would. Teenie, you are pissing me off, girl. These poor babies, this is going to be such an adjustment for them. Like, And then you have a daughter. Let me tell you something. I am very particular about random men being around young girls and even the young boy. I just do not trust him. Now people can say, oh, well, they still together to this day. They thrive and y'all just hating. You don't know what's going on in people's house. You have no idea. Moving forward. Her daughter even said in the confessional that she's worried about how things are going to happen when he gets out and how he's going to discipline them. He better not be disciplining nothing. Candice and Andrew. So they left the restaurant, right? After she told him that everything is becoming too much. And she's in the truck telling him that he needs to understand her anxiety. So she said in the confessional, Andrew is really triggering me because, relationships are weird for me and they aren't natural. And it's just so triggering. She's like, I feel like I'm going to go use if I continue to feel uncomfortable and awkward. Wait a minute, baby. That is not fair, and that is not right to put that much weight on Andrew. You knew full well that you were coming out in a relationship, and you accepted a proposal and everything else, all the perks that came along with being with him. Now it's going to cause you to use? Andrew's steady telling her that he's not going to give up on her. Andrew, you don't have to, baby. She's giving up on you. Okay? You don't have to give up on her. She's giving up on you. Now, my heart really broke, y'all, because they were in the truck. When he looked at her and he said, you still love me, right? And she kind of shook her head, yes. And he said, okay, then we're good. He really wants this to be real. And it's just some people that want love or some semblance of love by any means necessary. And that is what Andrew is giving me. She needs to be honest so he can go take her name off that lease. Be honest with him so he can take everything back that he's given you. So she wants to stop for a cigarette, right? So they pull over on the side of the road. And she starts telling Andrew that she's just not ready for a serious relationship right now. And it gives her too much anxiety. So then he's asking, like, what can I do? Like, can we just stay together and then I go back home? And she's like, no, it's just too much right now. So he keeps pushing, asking if they can just talk to each other and be together while he's back where he lives. Andrew, leave with your dignity and that damn truck and that furniture and that apartment. It is not worth it. Leave it and leave her. She basically was like, it's not you, it's me. Like, what is going on? So he's like, so what do you want to do with the apartment and the truck? She's like, well, you can take the truck back, because she thinking about, I can get an Uber, but you can't take that apartment. She gonna tell him, well, I kind of want to just keep the apartment. Baby, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You can go find yourself a good old work release program, work on you so you won't be triggered. I will give you your space and you won't have to feel obligated to me, because I wouldn't want to trigger you by having all those memories of me spending all my damn money on this apartment that you're laying up in. I don't want to trigger you. I don't want you to wake up in your 1-bedroom apartment fully furnished and have an anxiety attack. I wouldn't want that for you, Candice. Just crazy. She was like, I love him, but I just want to love you from a distance. Candice is awful. Now, he did ask her if it was a prison only thing and if she was just using him for the money, and was. Andrew, I don't even know why you asking them questions. I feel so bad for Andrew. I have a feeling that Andrew is not going down without a fight, but it's better to find out now than later. And I mean, he took her to the well care place and said his goodbyes. And even before she got out of the car, she's still asking for other things. Can I have this charger? Baby, the way I would have pushed her out and got... He better than me. Oh my goodness, honey. The way I would have pushed her out of that car and snatched my damn charger and put it on my side in the door. That is crazy. 1 hour later. So 1 hour later, she hops on the phone with Denise. The one that I told y'all a few reviews back that she was going to be in that house kicking with. They're about to turn up in Andrew's apartment, just like I suspected. So the producers asked Candice if she's ever used Andrew for money. She said, well, I'm going to do what I need to do to get nice things. How about working for them instead of using people that actually cared about you? How about that? She basically said Andrew was a sucker and she took advantage of his willingness to be a sucker. Sir, now this is why I got to get on you. Go ahead and take all that money that you were giving to this loser and go give it to your kids for child support. You spending more money on her than you were spending on child support. So therefore, and thus and such, right now, I got to speak directly to you, Andrew. So I hope you listening to these reviews. Go grab yourself a good old therapist. Whatever money you were spending on her, spend it on that. Get yourself some self-esteem and take care of your children. Moving forward. The fact that Candice looked up like somebody in a sinister movie was just crazy to me. I said, I knew this heifer with them cradles was using that man. I knew it. Slick Rick and Samantha. Child, so they show us 1 week after the wedding. Samantha is fussing and nagging now that she got that old ugly ring. It's been 3 weeks and she hasn't been happy since they left that courthouse. You should have told her that you were going to just go it alone. I do not know why y'all got married. He said, they got married 6 weeks ago and they disagree about a lot of things. So she calls him. She's saying that he hasn't been talking to her for a few weeks because of her financial situation. Rick is like, you need money to do things. Rick should have followed his first mind and not let her pressure him into marriage. Y'all clearly are not compatible and it's not healthy at all. Like, she says she has a jewelry business and she does this and she does that. But he's like, yeah, that Claire's jewelry, and it ain't gonna pay the bills. Okay, it's not gonna pay the bills. Why does love after or love during lockup always got somebody selling jewelry? What y'all be doing with that jewelry and whatnot? So he's basically telling her, listen, your little pipe dreams, those are red flags. That's not gonna work for me. You know what, Rick? You knew it wasn't going to work for you. And now you're mad because she's not going to be, able to provide financially on her half because you're giving the other half of your money to your ex-wife. You can't be mad at her for that. How long have y'all been talking? You didn't know her finances before you went down there with Ricardo in his fur jacket? You didn't know it then? You too old for that. That's crazy. So she is telling him that she wants to spend the rest of her life with him. She wants to be married to him. She loves him. Whole time, Rick just looking. So as they're talking, Sandy is calling. Sandy, why are you still calling? I bet y'all my bottom dollar that Rick is still creeping with Sandy. Okay, Rick, you're cheating, period. Teenie and Rob. So, baby, she's on her way to pick up Rob from prison with her son. Her daughter had some testing, so she couldn't come. And, baby, I'm sure she was glad. So they're in the car talking, right? And she said they haven't talked in 2 days because he sold his phone. And, it's kind of weird not having the cameras makes her feel like a huge part of her is missing. Is it the common sense that's missing? Girl, enjoy your break. I bet the kids were so happy when he sold that phone. They probably didn't know what to do. Imagine being their age and going to school and everybody is talking about things that go on at home or whatever they have going on. And these two children can't even express or even have friends over because you don't have my damn consent to tape nobody. That's why I don't let my kid go any and everywhere, because nothing against these children. They seem very nice and very well rounded. But can you imagine letting your child go to Teenie's home and play video games with her son? And then all of a sudden, Rob starts talking through that camera. That is crazy. Her kids are so sweet and mature. I just hope that their light doesn't extinguish when he gets there, because child is looking like a fool. So they finally make it to the prison. But baby, the way Teenie took off, the way she took off and ran towards that man, leaving her son in her dust. Watch my dust. When I tell y'all Teenie was gone, ma'am, slow down, low down. That little boy tried his best to catch up. Tried as he might. But baby, Teenie was gone. She ain't even locked the damn door. And that was the end of the episode. Now listen, I'm not sure if this is the season finale or what. What is going on with TV? Why is everything ending in 5 episodes? When y'all had Deontay and them on there, it seemed like the season went on for 16 years. We finally get a semi-interesting season and it's over in 5 minutes. So I don't know if this is the season finale, but I've heard people say that it is. I'm not sure. If not, I'll be back next week. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.